Hey, this way. I'm gonna assume the sound is good. There's a road not too far. Cars driving by, but we'll flow with it. So I feel like I don't have a lot to say, though I know there's a lot to say. Things have been and are becoming rapidly simpler here, while at the same time evolving to the simplicity of the clear complexity, which becomes simple. Like, there used to be that joke, common sense isn't that common. And all these, like, what used to be higher spiritual truths, wisdom, teachings are just radically simple. Love your neighbor. Show kindness to all life. Follow your heart. And that alignment. Be willing to move through that fear with what you know to be true. With what you know to be innocent. Being willing to just embrace life without the fear of judgment, without that projection of worry being put on somebody else outside of myself. Oh no, what are they gonna think? How's this gonna work? What about the potential of this happening in the future? Well, I don't know, because that worked out that way in the past. All of these associations, references, what ifs. Being willing to put that to the furnace, not to melt away, but to keep what is pure in that. What is worth keeping? What is that gold? What's that refined preciousness, that refined beauty that is trying and wanting to be expressed, to be lived through you, for that joy, for you to participate and create without confines, without a limited trajectory of you being driven by something else, tempted to drive yourself by forces outside of yourself, and attempting to use that as an excuse to do things you know you don't want to be doing and you know aren't right, aren't true. Supporting things and systems that no longer support. And being willing to embrace any judgment that comes with yourself when you're no longer aligned with whatever. To give up, okay, well now. What type of people do I associate with? Who do I, where am I gravitating? Not from that lack of needing to get, needing to control, but from that willingness to just see and be and allow and release and create. To bring in, to not keep away. To let be while being. How much simpler does that get? Coming back to right now. And it's that trust and that faith and that grounding. Just be. Realize you're supposed to be. You are supposed to be. Oh my God. Go figure. Wait, you're not an accident? You're not a fuck up? Oh, that narrative comes in. Can you let that go? Can you come back to the truth of you now? Can you be willing to see all that, hold all that, not let that go, to bring that in and just say, okay, boom. But to see, you know, when there's anything that's trying to come in, that thought, because it's clever, it'll come in with that subtle narrative. That's a choice. And then it's like, all right, am I supposed to see this to heal this, or am I playing with this? And that's it. You know, just be honest. Okay, if I'm playing with it, if I'm like running with something, if there's something I need to see, am I mentally masturbating? Yeah. Am I aligning in my own mind and thought and heart with what I would truly create, how I would truly hold and see the world? Am I being what I would be? And when I see that I'm not and I haven't been, okay, now what? Boom, I take that. It's not a story. I mean, there is the story, but the story's now. The story's here. Oh, that sensation, that whatever that's coming up, that's great. I want to see all that. I can see all that. But how am I, Way Miller, in relation to that? That's what I'm choosing. How are you with what you're seeing? How are we with what we're seeing and choosing to see collectively? Together. The shared narratives. Are we willing to just look? I mean, and then it's like, all right, well, yeah, there's been judgments. Damn, oh my God. Go figure. We can let it go now, though. Boom. We're all here. We're all right where we are supposed to be. For anything else is an impossibility. How could anything not be what it's supposed to be? Now, it could be trying to be whatever it's trying to be, and I can see that. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. If that's not right for me or that affects me in a certain way, boom, I'm going to recognize that. That magnetize is going to boom. And sometimes I might want to play with it for a little bit, see if I can, hey. But then, what are you doing? Where do I want to be? See that, it gets, well, that's simple. I want to be right here. I want to be me. I want to be free. I am. It's always that choice, man. That's the simplicity. And it's like, yeah. I was talking to somebody the other day. They're like, how do I? But yeah, but you did that. How do I? And it's like, hey, do you see? Yes, which we have to be willing to do that, because there is that. We have so much, like, we don't want to do that. And then if we're coming from, being resistant to that, when that really comes in, boom, that can be, a lot. Coming from a deep space of wanting to avoid, not wanting to deal with, not wanting to embrace any story. And then that starts flooding in. What do you do with that? You be with that. However you be with that. And then we see that honesty, that clarity comes in exactly when it's supposed to. And then it's not just that willingness to see, it's that willingness to be. Be what? Be the light. Be the truth. Be the way. Be willing to see all of that, all of the story, to allow that to make for now, whether it's the idea of what happened in the past, the fear of the future. What? If I run across that, I'm gonna hold that with love. That fear, don't go, hey, don't look at this, oh my God, no, please. What? What is that? No, man, I'm good. And so it's just freedom. And then, but freedom to what? To be myself here, now, to not let any of that threaten right now. Not just right now, but whatever right now is imploring me to move towards, through, into. Go in that direction. No. And then you just be. We can recreate. Watch the beauty unfold through the simplicity of us just being willing to be ourselves and allow others to do the same. And see that is the point for us to create together through our hearts, mind, our shared visions, dreams, stories that we'll take and use for inspiration. Not in a selfish way, but in a way that's almost in line for the highest. For all of us here. That joined collective that thrives in that individuality and unity and harmony. Those eternal expressions that rejoice in allowing all to be their fullest potential. And the one infinite creator as an expression of the one source that supports and is all life. Man, it's exciting, man. It really is. And that can be overwhelming too, but it doesn't have to be for long. It's always a choice. It's right here. Eternally, always, forever. Hey, Ashante ai te ate ai Enate ai etana he ai atana he ai atana he ai O atai ai o atai ai o atai ai o atai